Patrick, congratulations on the
Thank you.
on the win. He's done it on the biggest of stages, in the biggest moments. But what did you think, again, of David in the way that he led this team, trailing in the second half and scoring his first MLS hat trick?
I think when he's in the mood like he was today, he's fantastic. I think he's always said that David is our leader. When he's performing like that, that lifts the team, and players are behind and follow him. So when David is playing really well, the team is playing well, and today it was David.
Down at the front.
Patrick, just kind of a two-part question. One on David. You hugged him pretty hard at the end. Were you afraid you might injure him at all? He was a pretty good bear hug. And just
It was all about love, you know.
Was there an appreciation between what David was doing and what Bradley Wright on the other side? You know, just kind of watching these two guys.
You know, it was a big game, and that was a derby game, and that was. And I think, of course, when you're on the winning side, it's maybe a little bit more easy to say it, but that was a big game, not just because it's a derby, but I think tactically, it was a really interesting game. Both teams, I believe, played well. That is why I believe that everybody who was in the stand or watching the game on TV really enjoyed the game. That was a really good game of football. And what makes it a good game of football is because players like Wright Phillips, like David, they perform at their level. And I have to say it, this game today, I will put it maybe in top 3 best game that we played since I'm the coach of the team, because the scenario, of course, went in our side and it was really good, but the scenario and the quality of the game, the technical level of the game, to have a game like that, it take 2 teams. So it was really difficult for us because I think Red Bulls have a fantastic team and they played really well. And in the beginning of the week, I was saying that if we wanted to win that game, we needed every player to be at their best. And today, we needed to be at our best to win against the Red Bull.
Hey, Coach. Okay. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Can you talk about just the sheer grit of this team? Just from last week, losing 4-0, coming back, beating the Red Bulls 3-2, coming back down a goal. What's it been like just watching this team grow and seeing their the ability to continue the ability to fight back? What's that been like for you just watching it through the season? Yeah,
we have his ability to respond when we have our back against the wall, when we come in from a bad performance. But we are not a big team yet, because a big team play every week like today, and we are not available to do it at the moment. So this game is fantastic. We won the game, we take the 3 points, but I expect more consistency from the team.
Just to follow up on that, looking at the core of this team besides David, Maxi, I'm thinking more of the Kyries, the Jonathan Lewises, Jack, Mikey. Are those the players that they can come on or start a game or come on late to close it out that will take the team to that big level? Because David will be David, Maxi will be Maxi.
Yeah, of course. I think it's important for every player to understand that they will have a big part to play in our success. If we want to be successful, we will need everybody. And I think you can see that Kyrie was his first game back, and he worked really hard for the team. And it's important for those players to understand that they are important, and they are important. And I will need them to work really hard. Hugo, when he came on, he was flying, and I think Hugo up front allowed David to find more space, and that is quite a good relationship that I like.
Okay, next question. Okay, Brian.
Patrick, you alluded to this being a big game and a derby and so forth. I'm curious, does the rivalry become bigger now that you guys have gained some traction in it? I mean, obviously they had the upper hand for the better part of 2 years. Understanding you can't speak to the first year, but does it become bigger now that you guys have put wins in a row in this thing?
Yeah, I think when you look at the first year or even my first year here, we were just in the beginning of the franchise was quite really new. We needed time to build the team, and when you look at the game that we won this year in Red Bulls and the game that we won today, we are getting close to them, and this is good. That shows that we are working well, and we just have to keep going. But you have to give this team a lot of respect because they're doing really well. They're winning games. And today it was tough. It was tough because they came from 4 wins in a row. It wasn't easy at all. And the games today show that we can compete against the Red Bulls. And that is a good sign for the football club.
Okay.
Patrick, Jesse Marsh was kind of critical of the referees when he just spoke to us. What was your view of how the referee performed tonight, and were you satisfied with it?
Really satisfied. No, I think I think the video. They are there for referees to make better decisions, and it will be difficult. It will be difficult for coaches. It will be difficult for the players because it's something new. But I believe that in the next 5-10 years, we're all going to be happy because there's going to be less mistake in the game, and that is what we want. So we need to give referees time to get used to it. We need to give players time to get used to it, and the same for the coaches as well.
Okay, Jeff, just one down here.
Hi. Andrea Pirlo didn't play today. I wanted to ask if you see him still as a important part in the team for the rest of the season.
Yes, of course. A big part is as important as any other players on the field. Today it was Carey, it was Mikey, it was Hugo who came on, and next game it may be Andrea or somebody else. We have a group of players that they are all really important, and they will have all a big part to play until the end of the season.
Okay, just final question, just down here. Jeff, just go and take this.
Hey, Patrick, congratulations.
Thank you.
After a big win like this, you've got another game next week. How do you make sure there's no letdown against a team like LA?
We just have to enjoy the game because it was a lot of pressure this week. Players work really well. We prepared the game well, and I told them that I want them to enjoy the game and the result today. And then when we go back on Tuesday, we have to keep our feet on the ground and keep even harder than we did last week. Because what is important for us is to maintain this kind of performance. And then the details will make the difference in the game. When you look at, since the beginning of the season, what we really need to improve is our commitment, hard work, game after game. And then the details will make a difference, but we have to enjoy tonight. We're going to have a day off on Monday, but on Tuesday I will be even more demanding on the players than last week.